It's a little unfair that we follow two cool companies, but we'll go. So Cherre, quite shortly, is a marketing network for real estate, trying to bring together all their key players in real estate transaction to a single data-driven process. Together with Ben, co-founder here, we build tools that empower agents to be super agents. So if you're familiar with Compass Real Estate or some of the companies that look like that these days, we're trying to offer the same type of productivity tools, same type of data-powered tools for every agent, depending where they are, regardless of whether they're a Compass agent or any agent. And I'll show you all those tools right now. So, being an agent is really three things. You have to master marketing to win the deal. You have to master data, being able to understand how do you. I see some people here, pardon me, so I guess somebody knows about me. So it's mastering the marketing aspect of it, it's marketing the data aspect of it, being able to say what is my home worth, what are people on the market going to look at this compared with, and what does my client really want to hear as a price or if we actually win this deal, right? Those are three different numbers. And finally, it's a project management tool, right? Once I win a listing, I have to connect with the various service providers to actually get a deal done, scheduling, payment, and finally bring a deal to closing, while communicating with my client in a normal interval manner. So you're seeing here is a pretty robust content management system. We are completely integrated with agent backend, so if I wanted to, for example, add an agent here, I would just type an agent's name. And an agent's immediately added, you get their bios, etc. You see a lot of Keller Williams agents here for a reason. The founders are investors of ours. We also do a lot of work with Keller Williams, they're a great partner of ours. Finally, we allow you to preview this on various different devices and see what this would actually look like for your client. We know that agents always share things with their clients in a hard fashion, right? They'll bring a book to your home and try and sell. But what they also do very often is send you this little PDF that you're going to open 99% of the time on your phone. So it's going to look terrible on your phone, you're not going to be engaged with your clients, and there's no analytics as to what your clients saw and why. So we encourage our agents to share this type of information in a soft manner, and we can give you pretty detailed analytics. Looking at demo here, right? What I looked at, how much time I spend on these various pages, where my clients are. And think of the next step from A/B testing standpoint. If we can show, say, a buyer 3 different price points and a few assets, you can see where they spend more time. We can now, in an automated fashion, try and understand what they're actually interested in without having to spend any time, or the agent's time on that. So for marketing, again, we saw here was a listing presentation, but think of any marketing document an agent might need to prepare completely in a fast and integrated manner. We're also integrated to the property. So if you want to add a new property and show images and things like that, I'm not even going to show you most of this, but you get the idea. If I wanted to add some cool little things about what the properties I'm selling right now on the market, you get the idea. I can add these things dynamically pretty quickly. Stage 2 is data. So from charts, to the neighborhood level down, whatever you want. And also really property information. So I might want to figure out, what is the zoning information on a certain property, who owns and things like that. So we have a pretty robust tool to allow you to really dive in. Also at the apartment level, and you can see the design we're updating to everything to look kind of like what you saw a second ago. What's important here is if I saw something as an agent, if this was a mistake and I decided this is 2,100 feet, that's excellent. So I just updated the system. Over time, we learn as people go along, while they're preparing their presentations or while they're preparing their core materials, we're upgrading our source data and getting great user-generated content. And from there goes the comps, right? So I want to figure out what is this home worth, what's on the market, how are these things prepared. Right now, agents to prepare comps, if they do it right, it really takes a long time. You have to go, even if you're within, let's say, Douglas Elliman, so you're going to your internal LIM or taxi system, whatever you have, or corporate, right? You'll possibly go to OLR, you're probably also going to StreetEasy, and you may be sending a junior agent to do this, and you may or not be doing this properly. This takes time, and it's very difficult to try and understand what this looks like, to analyze, try and get a good answer. But it's also hard to explain to your clients what this actually means. So we have a really quick tool we pull from all the different sources we have pretty quickly. It gives you what we think is the accurate pricing for comps, and we obviously learn, you can obviously tweak it, I like this one, I like this one. And we learn as you go along, both for that specific agent and for other agents going along. And obviously you can share that with your clients as well and get all the soft analytics you care about what they're looking at. We're also working on how to display this to your clients. So you'll see very soon a whole book of charts and beautiful graphs to show, so for you as an agent to be able to show your clients the data story in a convincing manner. And finally, it's a project management tool, right? Most of us hate CRM. Agents really hate CRM. They spend their day doing a lot of things. Entering data into a CRM management or CRM system is not one of those things. So what we do is we automatically identify based on the content they're preparing and they're doing where they are in the pipeline and automatically categorize them. So when you'll come in the morning, you'll be able to say, based on where you are, what are the actions that you need to do to make more money today. And again, we go pretty detailed around that information. But finally, what's more important is I want to be able, besides connecting to the marketplace, I'll show you some of that in a second, once I win a transaction, I want to be able to communicate with my clients in an ongoing manner and tell them, you know, I'm working really hard for you, I'm doing a really good job, and if for whatever reason we have to lower the price, always the case, right? It's not my fault. And that's the purpose of this tool. To make the agent look very good, I'm working really hard for you. Here are all these things we did today, and we integrate with the new, open home systems pretty quickly. Just copy, export to there and import it here from in the text box. And you can interface, comments from the agent. As you can see here, we have agent comment or broker comments, and you get pretty detailed. Right now, we just kind of give you a static view per week. We download the different views and give you an update. But in the future, we want to connect online traffic to foot traffic to offer traffic. Be able to give an agent a real tool to talk with their clients and say, here's the problem. Here's how to identify the problem. Here's how to diagnose it properly. And here's how we actually want to fix it. And finally, it's a marketplace. We're looking at a static image because we're operating as we speak the way we want our profiles to look like. You're looking here at a photographer, I believe? Correct. But you get the idea. Any profile, same thing, from a measurement company to a listing coordinator to an attorney, whomever you may need as part of the transaction. We allow you to bring them in and create sort of cohorts. So these groups of people that you work with on an ongoing basis, whether you work at Douglas today or Corcoran tomorrow or Keller Williams a week later, your network will come with you and you'll stay just as powerful as you were before. You don't lose anything along the way. So that's us. We're based out of New York. Part of our team's in Israel. Part of our team's in Israel. Part of our team's in New York. We are very passionate about real estate and very passionate about data specifically. So if you're doing anything in the real estate data space, we very much like to talk. We've partnered with a lot of companies I'm sure you've heard of come talk to us. And we're very open to doing a lot of other cool stuff, and we're very reciprocal with our data, so it's a plus for everyone around. If you're looking for jobs in our space, please come speak to us. If you're looking to give us money, come speak faster. Thanks.
Questions? Any questions?
Great presentation. Thanks for walking us through the platform. What's your market coverage in the United States? Are you just hyper-focused on New York, or are you scaling throughout the country?
Great question. So we've raised about $500,000, so we don't have the privilege of a great $14 million budget. Awesome. That looks really amazing. We already built that. Looks really great, great guy. So we're here in New York, and most of our clients are here in New York. We mostly work with Keller Williams in the city. We have a couple agents in Corcoran, Douglas Elliman. Outside of New York, we have a small presence in Philadelphia, Long Island, Boston, I'm sure I'm forgetting Jersey. And we have a small experiment we did in Caldwell on the West Coast, but still very small. We're focused on New York.
One follow-up.
Yeah.
As it relates to commercial, are you hyper-focused on residential or also doing commercial as well?
Great question. So right now we're doing residential. There is nothing in the system as you know, we spoke to commercial real estate. For a commercial agent, it's very much the same process. I have to answer the same types of questions, but the process is very different. The nuances are very different, and the fees are much lower. Right, we're in a $180 billion commission market. It's a much lower commission market per agent there, but the total obviously is much greater. So we're going to start with real estate and residential, and if we continue to grow well, we'll start testing around some commercial stuff in places where we have data that we can trust.
Thank you.
So if you don't know, they work for a competitor for CoStar, better version of them. You should definitely go to them.
CoStar killing me right here.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Any other questions?
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.